Good morning, Ron.
Morning. How you doing?
One primary reason this month, and also secondary, almost primary, secondary.
Good to see you, Nicole.
Hi. Pardon?
I said good to see you.
Same here.
All right, we got Steve and Steven.
Yeah, that's the deal. That's the deal, man. It is a deal.
Steve, you there? All right, there he is. What's going on? Hey, by the way, just while people are popping in, guys, what are you guys finding in the marketplace? What are your biggest objections or hurdles right now? Lack of iPhone 14? Is it something else? Is it
Yeah,
not a good enough deal?
not having the 14 Pro. So we have a lot of people that are in 13 Pro, 12 Pros that prefer the Pro model. And then I've just got people that just don't want to spend the money at this time of the year. Like not so much at this time of the year, but in general because of with inflations and everything like that. So that's kind of what I've heard a little.
Nice.
So it's not like the pricing in a lot of phones is great. And it's a little shocking that we're not as active as we kind of anticipated. But I think that is part of it, is that it is a tough year for everyone.
Okay. Good. We got Kevin. D Burton. Sorry, I forget your first name.
Dennis.
Oh, Dennis. All right, Dennis. Good to see you, man. Then we got good to see you, Scoop. Appreciate the message. That was awesome. And then we got
audio.
Yeah.
Did you already get introduced?
I didn't get introduced, but we're just chilling. We're just hanging out.
Oh, well, let's introduce freaking Ryan Garlick, Director of Sales over at Grant Cardone's office. So what brought this all up yesterday? Yesterday, Ryan is hustling, pitching for L on renewing our Grant Cardone license. And like, Lars and I, we're looking at it and like, throwing some objections at him, and he's absolutely freaking knocking it out of the park with integrity, the agreement drill, like valid ability to overcome objections. It's like, this is just, it's like watching the training in real life, which sometimes we watch the training and it's like, okay, yeah, I know I need to do that, but putting it into practice is a whole other thing, right? And so after that call, he offered to basically host a meeting and just basically go like, let's just do a bit of a tune-up, really quick things. Honestly, I'm not expecting that we're going to completely shift gears and anything like that. That's crazy in the next 3 days. But like, who couldn't use a quick little scrimmage, quick little drill, quick little top-up over the next week as we head towards the last 8 days of Black Friday? Everyone has a target we need to hit. Everyone's planned on being super aggressive in the next couple of days. Let's do that. Just with this quick top up. So super happy to have him here. Guy's an absolute sales connoisseur. So a lot of things we can kind of learn. But that's Ryan. I'm super pumped to have you on the call.
Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. And one of the things I'll just say, guys, is like, by the way, I don't even know what connoisseur. I got to look at that word up. Let's see what it means.
Connoisseur.
A person who knows a lot about and enjoys one of the arts. Like the art of selling, I guess, and can judge quality and skill. Oh, thank you, man. Who else is like me, university graduated, but doesn't know stuff despite the education? Who's like me? Yeah. So guys, appreciate that scoop. I'm a guy, by the way, that literally when I started my career, I was selling B2C. If you guys remember my story, I was working for the Ottawa Senators. So I was selling like a subscription package of like $1,000. So like not too different from what you guys were doing. And when people would give me objections, I would have no idea what to do because they would be like, dude, the ticket price is too high. And I'd be like, well, okay, we'll go home and think about it, I guess. And we could we'll see about next season, see what the prices are at. And they're like, yeah, okay. That was like the best I could do. So I've come a long way because I've been training on Cardone U for the last 4 years straight. And I'm going to talk about how to really make it work for you. I do want to just do a quick warm up. So everyone stand up, stand up. I know we've been sitting for a while. Everyone stand up wherever you are. Stand up, stand up. Dennis is like, I'm already not liking Ryan on this meeting. Okay. Okay, everyone do a little stretch like this. A little stretch. Awesome. Okay, good. Excellent. Do the other side.
I know.
Okay, good. Okay, we have Mopar in the office. He wants to join the exercise. Okay, everyone look at the ceiling. Good. Notice something you've never noticed before about it. Good. Okay, everyone look to the wall to your left. Notice something about it. Excellent. Okay, good. Feel the temperature in the room. Okay, if you're with someone, shake their hand as if you're meeting them for the first time. Okay, good. Awesome. Thanks, guys. A little warm up for you. There we go. Okay. So a couple things, guys, is the first thing is you guys got to have a target and you guys got to make a game. Okay, so does everyone have a pen and a notepad handy? Okay, so you have to have a target and you have to have a game. Like for us, like we set, we do 550,000 this month. We're all going to Whistler. It doesn't have to be necessarily like that. Maybe there's no particular spiff that your company sets for you, but you have to be like, hey, you know what? If I hit this number, the husband and I are going out. What's the fanciest restaurant where you guys live? What's like a $200 dinner that you like would never go to?
The keg for me, that's about it.
Yeah. Dude, what's the thing that you normally don't order because it's too expensive? The lobster or like the tomahawk? What's that, Dennis?
Yeah, probably the tomahawk.
Yeah, the tomahawk. So you have to, if the company, you know, doesn't necessarily have a spiff going on, and I'm sure it runs a couple a year, you have to create one for yourself and be like, this is my target. Now, one of the things that Grant talks about in the program is this program called Top Traits of Great Salespeople. Have you guys seen this one? Who's seen this one? Raise your hand if you've gone through all the top traits of great salespeople. No, nobody? Okay, so this is important. Okay, so overpromise and overdeliver. They're never ever satisfied. Okay, and then Grant also talks about they never lower their targets. So like the greats don't let their managers set their target. They set their target at their potential. So you guys want to write that down. My potential is my target. What's like a record sales month for you guys? Like what would be like a crazy number? You guys go by month like us?
Yeah. I mean, for me, it'd be probably like 20K profit.
Okay. Have you ever hit that before?
No.
Okay. So make a game. Be like, dude, if I hit 20K profit this month, I'm doing the tomahawk and the lobster.
I got a goal
Yeah.
of a bed. I'm buying a new bed if I hit my double goals.
Yeah, a new bed. There you go. Dude, that's awesome. That's awesome. Okay, so you guys have to create a game and you guys have to do the math. When's the last time you guys, who knows what do the math means in sales?
I've seen it. I can't remember exactly, but
Does anyone remember?
You need to know every value of every deal, calls to make that deal, dials to get that meeting. Like you need to know what you break your activity down to, like an hourly basis.
Yeah. So here's the hilarious thing that happens, guys, is like society has convinced us about the 6-minute abs or the instant that I take this supplement and I'm healthy. It's like the instant thing. So we're all like, okay, I do this thing for a month or for a year and I achieved it. I did the training. I did it for a year. Okay, good. What does Grant say in this video? Do the math. I don't remember. What about top traits? Don't remember. So it's like, and by the way, this is me, guys. Like I went to university for 4 years and I have like a learning disability. I'll like read a book and then someone will be like, what were like 3 takeaways from the book? And I'm like, it was great. They're like, okay, but like, what was the takeaway? I'm like, I don't remember. I need to read it again. So like part of the thing, guys, is you got to keep going back and going into the materials till not just you watched it, but you know it. Okay. Who's ever taken a GPS somewhere in the car? And then the next time you went there, you had to put it in the GPS again. Who's had that experience? You didn't know it fully off by heart yet. You had to like keep putting it in the GPS. Raise your hand if you've had that experience. Okay. Then it's just, he's just like, yeah, I'm good that way. Okay. So you guys have to go back and really, really know this material so well to the point where you guys could apply it. Do the math, I'll tell you guys, is basically I got to figure out how many contacts, meaning a call, a carved pumpkin, great job, by the way, a handwritten card, a text, how many contacts equals an appointment, how many appointments equals a call. Sometimes you guys close instantly, I imagine, right? Because you guys are making calls, yes? Okay, but other times they're like, I'm busy and you guys have to set an appointment. Is that true?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so how many appointments equals a call shown or a presentation or a demo, or what do you guys call it? What's your lingo?
Discovery and then proposal.
Okay, good. How many discoveries is how many proposals? Okay, and then how many proposals leads to a close? Who knows their show rate from a discovery to a proposal? Who knows it? Yeah, I did the training, Ryan. Dude, I did everything that Grant said. Well, he said do the math, right? So that's going to be important for you guys. So I want you guys to do that exercise, and maybe in tomorrow's meeting, Scoop, you do that math, and then Dennis, you could literally figure out how many dials, how many contacts is it going to take to get me to my tomahawk. And what's really cool about this, guys, I know I'm giving you guys a bit of a hard time, so I apologize, but like I really hope this is going to help get each one of you guys to your targets. Maybe it's not the tomahawk. Who's got a different target, by the way? Who's trying to get a new car and can't justify it? Nicole's like, dude, I want that 4 Series. And Kevin's like, I don't like the way the 4 Series looks, but he's trying to get the 911. Yeah, but he's too tall for the 911. So he's like, dude, I need the Panamera, right? Who's got another target? Who's got something that they're like, man, I need to hit my big target and share with the group? Who's got one? Who's got one? Okay, well, here's another thing, guys, for the again, or from the training. And by the way, like, I really, like, I genuinely hope this is not coming off like, oh, Ryan's the Cardone guy. He's going to hype up the program and he's going to do this. Like, I'm telling you guys, I literally do this stuff and it changed my life. Like, it's made my life easier. It's helped make me more money. Okay, okay, good, Steve. I have a long-term target, Rolex watch. Love that. Love that. How much does that cost? The Rolex?
Probably around 8 to start.
8? Okay, good. And then you probably have to order it 2 years in advance. If it's anything like cell phone inventory, it's probably worse. Okay. Okay. So 8 grand, right? So then you look at, okay, how much extra income do I need to make per year to justify that? Because maybe it's not an extra 8 grand per year. Maybe he's like, dude, I can't, it doesn't make sense for my family if I make an extra 8 and I spend it all on myself. Or maybe you do, I don't know. But how much extra income per year do you need to make? So what you do is, let's say you're making, I don't know, what's like a normal number for income over there that you guys make? 80, 120, 40, 200. Shut one out.
Like 50
What's-
to 60, isn't it?
Probably anywhere between 45 to sky's the limit.
Yeah, okay, good. So let's say you're making 50. And you're like, to justify the Rolex, I can't justify it at 50. I need to be doing 90. Good. So you just work your way backwards. 90 grand equals how many sales, right? How many, and then you just calculate the average sale. Let's say the average sale is $1,000, just for simple math. How many sales do I need to make 90 grand in a year?
90 sales.
90.
Yeah. Right? How many, what's my closing percent? If my closing percentage is 50%, how many proposals do I need to do?
180.
180, good. If my show rate is 50%, how many discoveries do I need to do?
360. We're probably a little bit better than that.
Three- three-
for our
360.
show rate, but Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and by the way, this is just for simple math because ×2 is a very easy number, right? But like you guys will work out your nut. So after this meeting, maybe tomorrow, like you guys either on your own time or Scoop, what we could do is maybe you set like a homework for the team. Just like do your math. You could do this in 2 minutes, guys. Just take a piece. You don't have to do a fancy Excel sheet. Just take a piece of paper and write it out. And then you work your way backwards. How many discoveries? How many contacts does it take to get a discovery? Oh, I need to be doing, and what's crazy, guys, okay, I want everyone to pay attention to this because I've done this for myself. You guys ever been in a position where you're like, I'm getting not what I want. I'm getting like, I know I could be doing 90, but I'm making like 45. I'm doing like half of what I should be doing. You guys have ever been there? When you do the math, okay, here's what's crazy, okay? You're gonna find out, let's say it takes 80 calls a day to hit 90. Okay. You're gonna look at your stats and you're gonna look at, I've been doing 40. I've been doing half the dials needed and I've been getting half the income I want. And it's like so simple. It's just, I need to just double the contacts. Because no matter how good you get at sales, even Grant Cardone himself, there's some sales that he just cannot, like, dude, there's like our camera guy, Dan. Like he needs the Pro because he needs that, he needs the iPhone Pro. He's a camera guy. That's his profession. No matter how good at objection handling, there are going to be some people that it's just like, you need to just fill your pipeline.
Mhm.
So like everyone's trying to get the trick or the secret or like and you're so hung up on this one deal and you're like, and yes, I could help you with individual deals. I'll help you with objections. I'll help you with that. But like the key thing is like, dude, you see this program here, 100 ways to stay motivated? Guess how many videos there are in here?
100.
100, yeah. Who's watched all 100? Nobody? You've watched some of them? Did you guys should watch the one on goal setting, right? It's a 12-minute program. There's 8 videos. They're like a minute long each. You need to set a goal. You guys need to do the math. And it is way easier than you expected. And it's like, you don't even have to be, you just calculate, okay, maybe my closing percentage, because I'm not that good with objections, is 30%. I'll just operate more activity. But here's the cool thing is as I put in more activity and more training, it's that percentage is going to start to increase, but I need to know with what I'm working with. And the problem that most people do is they make too little activity. So I get so hung up. And what happens is I need that deal to close. So I actually act a little bit desperate. Like I don't have that same fire. Like if I'm trying to close, ABC company, and that's the only company I have in the pipeline, I can't be myself and use like, Scoop will tell you, like I got some humor in the close. Like Grant says, humor is lethal in the close. I can't take a chance. I can't lean in a little bit more like I want to. I can't do the fun follow-up because I don't want to offend. So like you guys need the activity, and that's where Grant talks about in the program as well, like taking massive action. And guys, like I'm not above it. I've actually been doing this training for 4 years and I've barely scratched the surface because I go back to let's say the basics and I'm like, oh man, massive action. Like I forgot about that part. Now you guys want to really know. So when I was at the Ottawa Senators, there was one objection that was effing me. I don't know if I could swear on this thing. It was screwing me over. Okay. It was screwing me over big time. And it was really, really a big block and I had no idea what it was for like a year straight. Okay. And it was the most important thing. Who knows what the most important sale is? Who could tell me? Not you, Scoop. I know you might know it. I know you know
Selling
it actually.
yourself.
So yourself.
Good. Good. Okay. Yourself. On what? 3 things. Who remembers what they are from the program? Who could tell me? Not you, Scoop. I know you know them. Who knows them?
Your confidence, I think, was one of them.
Nope. Close. Well, kind of. The three things. Who remembers from the program? What does Grant say? You have to sell yourself on. Okay, guys, write this down. My company,
Product.
my product, and me. I did the training. There's books that I've read, guys. I'm like, I must be half illiterate because I'll go back and read a book a second time and I'm like, dude, I don't even remember reading this. Like, this is all new information. Going back again. Did Kobe Bryant practice the jump shot for 1 year or 1 week and say I'm done, or did he do it for his entire career, right? It was going back, repetition, same drills. So you guys need to go back to this content, keep going back. Okay, my product, myself, and me. This is so important. Other trainers, if you guys go online, you go to Wolf of Wall Street, you go to Negotiator Guy, you pick up a negotiating book, here's what they're going to tell you. Handle this objection with this tonality pattern and put this inflection here and handle it. And if they say this, then you say this. Now, here's the problem with that is I hope that you guys are good people, like 95%, especially like we're in Vancouver. So I'm a fellow Canadian, like Canadians are generally good people. Anyone not Canadian here? Okay, good. Oh, Nicole, where are you from?
Jamaica.
Where?
Jamaica.
Oh, Jamaica. See, Jamaicans are even better people than Canadians. So you got like double on us. Okay, some of them, like 90, not the government, but like the rest. Okay, so Nicole knows that's why she left. Okay, so like we're good people. So what happens is if I don't believe, like let's say they are like, ah man, I'd really love the pro. And you try and handle that objection and get them the 14, the regular. But you don't believe that your product, your company, that deal is a good deal for them. It doesn't matter what you learn about objection handling because you won't deep down inside feel that that is ethical. So when I was at the Senators, here's what was happening is I actually got convinced by my customers that buying a season seat package was not a good deal. It was too expensive. The in-game entertainment wasn't good. The players weren't good. So when they would give me an objection, like the money is too high or you don't have the right inventory, meaning the players, it would have been deep down unethical of me to fight back and handle that objection because I didn't believe in it. Now, what most people do is they give up. They give up on life. They give up on sales and they say, well, I'm not cut out for this. And the reality is that no matter where you go in life, you're going to have this same issue where you have to get sold. Who's married here? Who's had some moments where they're like, man, this person's really pissing me off right now. I'm not very sold at this moment. Okay, so what do? Just give up on the whole relationship? No, what do? You get sold, you remind yourself, okay, what is it that made me fall in love? Let me recommit, let me resell, and let me actually sit down and think about, okay, what do I really like about this person? Like, I need to commit, it is work. So no matter where you go in life, you're always like, if you guys ever have thought about greener pastures, like I'll be honest with you guys, like every second ad on YouTube is like, there's a better job and are you in the wrong vehicle and you could make 500 grand doing absolutely nothing, right? This video has saved me a bunch of times. Greener pastures. What it says is that if you think it's going to be greener somewhere else, guess what? You go somewhere else, you're taking your same self with you. And you're going to have the same problem getting sold over there because you go work for the Ottawa Senators. You're like, oh my God, now I'm going to be working for an NHL team. How can you not be sold on that? It's a hockey team. It's great. Canadians love hockey. And guess what? It's difficult to be sold there. They also have inventory challenges and pricing and this and that. Okay. Oh, let me go get a stable job. Well, that's even harder because then I'm stuck at 45. I can never go to 90. It's impossible. And then I just get stuck doing the same thing. And trust me, this is even that's just a miserable existence. So you guys have a great product. You have a great company. TELUS is great. You just have to remind yourselves, like when you first started, you guys were sold. You guys were excited. Even if they could get the pro somewhere else, why is it still a better deal with me? What service, what follow-up, what videos, what experience, the Christmas card I send, the different things that I do that makes me different. So you guys, so Scoop, this is an exercise you could do that Grant actually talks about in this program. It's called the most important sale exercise. And you basically go on the whiteboard on Zoom or in person, why my product rocks, my company rocks, and why I rock. And what you'll find, and this is the first time I did this, I was able to come up with like one of each. And that's not enough. Because when they give you the objection, no matter how slick or all the objection handles I teach you, if you don't believe in you, your product, and your company, if you believe it's a better deal for them to go somewhere else, it won't be delivered genuine. It won't be delivered with conviction. And that's why I really like fell in love with the Grant Cardone training, because he's like, dude, you don't need manipulation. You just need to like genuinely be yourself. Who's found that that's like the best way of selling, to just like be yourself? You're laughing with the customer, you're having fun, you're being you. Who finds that that's better than having fancy? Yeah. R Santos, what's your first name? Oh, it's not coming through. Is he on mute?
Rainier.
Rainier? Oh yeah, Rainier. Right. So like, dude, I'm just guessing, but like you're the kind of guy who like has fun with people. You get to know them.
Yeah, well, when they're my clients, a little more so, yeah. But
Yeah.
yeah, it
Yeah.
depends.
So you guys have to just find and challenge yourself to like, okay, well, I'm gonna go with someone else. They have the pro. Yeah, they don't have me though. And what you guys should do is just shop, go to a car dealership, go to a like, dude, it's a miserable experience in a lot of places. I went to a car dealership. The freaking guy in the service department was like mean mugging me. And then I asked someone else, I'm like, hey, I don't really feel very comfortable. Like, I'm trying to get good service here. The guy's mean mugging me. What's the deal? And she was like, oh, well, it's because you're wearing a suit. I was like, yeah, thanks. That makes me feel a lot better. What the hell is this? Right? No follow-up, no Christmas card, no nothing, man. No service calls, no funny videos with Mopar in the background. Huh, buddy? Huh, buddy? Okay, so ultimately, like, you guys just have to remind yourselves of what are the things, like sometimes you take your product and yourself for granted. You go to Shaw, it's even worse. Go to Bell, Rogers, it sucks. So like then Grant talks about that too. You take it for granted. Okay, now who here, questions on this so far, guys? Now who here, because I know we're limited for time, so there's only so much I could squeeze in, but I could give you something that you guys could take back. There's in the Cardone Master Mentorship, there's something on mastering objections. This box right here. Who's watched? Whoop. Mastering objections, and this would be really good for, especially for my telecom clients, they really like it. Who's seen this start to finish? Raise your hand. Okay, scoop, just scoop. This will help you with the Black Friday thing. Okay, so basically, I'll just give you the cliff notes. Is it shows you the steps to handle any objection. Okay. Now we could wrap up. I could have you guys do this, or if you guys want to make some extra time, I could actually quickly go through the steps. Scoop, are you guys pressed for time? Should we wrap up, or do you want me to go through the 6 steps?
Yeah, let's do the 6 step.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do the 6 steps and then we can wrap up.
Okay, beautiful. Okay, first step, guys, agree. Listen and agree. What's the first rule of selling, guys, from Grant Cardone?
Always agree.
Yeah, I know you know it, Scoop.
Staying positive.
Okay, always, you guys want to write this down. Always, always, always agree. Dude, I did the Grant Cardone training. I know this. Good. What's the first rule? I don't know. Guys, again, I'm not the brightest bulb in the light bulb factory. I needed to do this thing 10 times until I like really deeply understood it. Okay. Come on, objections. Agree. Because if they say, well, you know, it's too much money, and you go, well, actually the value, okay, like immediately they're just going to shut off. They're just going to dig deeper into their side. Guys, if you figure this out, your marriage will get better. Okay, so whatever the objections, just looking, price is too high, we're just shopping, need a better deal. You guys are always running the same deal, man. I'm just gonna wait till the real deal. Who's got that one? Yeah. Yeah, I agree with you, man. So like what most sales reps do is they go, oh, well, actually, sir, it is still good. That guy's just gonna go more into his position. Dude, this will happen. You guys see this with your spouse. They're like, they say X, you say Y, then they drive even deeper into X. Like they're even more solid in their opinion. Try this next time at home. She's like, I think we should watch the curling game. You're like, fuck, I don't want to do that. Let's try this. Yeah, I'm with you. You should. Just start there. Why not start there? Now she could actually listen to what you have to say after. Okay. Or he, because the men tend to be a little bit more stubborn. So you guys need this training more than us. So you're dealing with a little bit more of a stubborn sex. Okay, so listen, acknowledge, right? So it's not just I'm with you, it's like make them right. Yeah, dude, you should wait. You should get the best deal. And if there was a company that put on a better deal, then of course it would make sense for you to actually wait and get the best possible deal. Okay, and now aside from just getting the best possible deal, is there any other concern with moving forward on this? You guys want to write this down? Listen, agree, acknowledge, and then isolate. Is there any other concern about doing this? And again, this won't work if you don't actually get sold on yourself, your product, and your company. Well, no, it's actually because I don't know if I need it. I don't know if it's the right product. Oh, so we're not even on the right objection. So what happens, guys, is like salespeople are chasing the wrong objection. Like Mopar over here. He thinks the squirrel is the problem. He thinks it's that little rope. He's chasing the rope when really it's something else. Right? You guys shop for a piece of furniture and you're like, oh, it's too much money. When really your concern is, I don't know if it's going to fit. So people will throw out flares. They'll throw out like the wrong objection. So you guys got to isolate. Okay, what is there any other concern? Well, actually, it's this. Now, let's say that they say this. No, there's no other concern. Okay, if you could just give me the best deal, I would do it. And here's what this is the bonus magic, amazing, like if you have the courage to use this, it is money. But again, you can't use it unless you're absolutely sold on what you do. Say it very light. Dude, that wouldn't stop you from doing it, would it? Yeah. Yeah, that wouldn't stop you from doing it, would it? Now, some of you are like, Ryan, that's a little too strong, man. That's a little much. Have you guys ever bought a product where you knew you were going to do it? Maybe a car, piece of furniture. You knew you were going to buy it, but you told the salesperson right at the end, I don't know, man, it's a little bit expensive for me. So this is a lot. Who's done that before? You knew you were going to buy it, but you still complained at the very end. Yeah, Dennis. Yeah, Scoop. Yeah, Michael's giving me some eyebrow raises. So what happens is all the salesperson had to say was, dude, yeah, I'm with you, man. It is a lot. Mute Campbell there. Dude, do it anyway. Okay. Or yeah, I agree with you, man. It is a lot. Is there any other concern aside from the price? No, it's just a lot. Yeah, okay, that wouldn't stop you from doing it, would it? Nah, I guess not. Here's my card. That's how most people, that's how I buy. You're like unsure, and then you have this moment, and then someone says, F it. Who's done that before? You're like, and then you go, F it. Yeah. Dennis is like, oh, should I do the tomahawk? Oh, it's so expensive. Half of it is a freaking bone. I can't even eat the bone. And someone says, come on, man, you're gonna love it. You're like, F it. Let's just do it. You want to get them to that point. Okay. And then the next thing you do is, I guess it wouldn't. Okay, good. Sign here and here, or Visa, MasterCard, or American Express. If they say, yeah, it would, of course it would stop me. That's what I'm saying. Good. Why is that? Well, blah, 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 da, 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 and then you tie down, close, and handle. Okay, so there's a whole program you guys have not seen yet that I encourage you guys to go through after your current training path. So I know you guys have been doing the follow-up, but like this would be a great thing to do. It's called Mastering Objections. And then also you guys don't know the close until like you've gone through, it's not even necessarily about going through all these closing strategy videos, but it's about knowing them and being able to deliver them in like your style. So the point where you know this stuff and where it's like, okay, I got the training, I did the training, to me is like, I could handle money closes like for 10 minutes straight. Like you could just keep telling me it's too much money and I could just handle it over and over and over and over. Because sometimes like you will have to, who's ever had a customer where they complained at least 3 or 4 times before buying? Nod your head, yeah. Okay, so you need a lot of closes and you need to know them really, really well. So like I could handle, I've been on a close where I handled like 20 closing of like just back to back to back to back until the guy went, what did they say? F it. Okay, so we'll end it off with who wants to see how long. I'll be the salesperson. So give me a bunch of, who wants to be the tough customer? Give me some objections. I'll just handle them. What are you guys hearing during your Black Friday? Who wants to be? Don't be too tough, but like, because I've never worked in your, like I'm not there. I don't have the TELUS training. I don't know the products, but who wants to be the customer?
One is I'm too busy right now.
Okay, so are we in this?
It's winter. It's
Are we on the phone? We're on the phone.
on the phone.
Okay.
I'm too
So
busy
this-
right now. Winter is my busy season. I have no time for this.
Of course, I would never expect you to have time for this. In fact, I literally cold called you out of the blue, so it would make no sense for you to have time. All I need is 2 minutes. I'll tell you what, if you don't see the value in 2 minutes, I'll hang up on myself. Are you in front of a computer?
Yes.
Okay, great,
Yes, I am.
great. Open up the email I just sent you. I sent you 2 options. Let me know when you see it. Or
Okay.
whatever,
See it?
whatever you guys do. Okay, perfect.
Okay, but I'll have to discuss with my husband. I have no time right now.
No problem. I actually encourage you to go and talk with your husband, because the reality is he's also on the cell phone plan, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So go home, talk to him. I think it's the right thing. Let me ask you this. Do you think he would say yes, or you think he would say no?
I'm not sure.
Okay. Knowing him, how long have you guys been married?
6 months.
6 months. Wow.
Right. So I'm not sure.
Wow. So you
But
don't even know,
I
you
have
don't
no
even
time.
truly know him. So I'm going to let you go. No problem. Having known him over the 6 months or maybe a couple years, knowing him, do you think he would say no to this, or do you think he would let you do what you wanted to do and say yes?
I have no clue. I've known him 6 months.
Okay. Got it. The last time that you brought him something, a purchase, did he shoot it down, or did he say that's okay?
That's okay. But I have no time, Ryan. Bye.
Yep, no problem. I'll let you go. Hey, one thing before you hang up on me, Nicole, can I ask you this?
Sure. Mm-hmm.
What percentage of what I said on the call did you actually believe? I know when I get cold calls, I get people call me about telecom. I could save you this amount. I usually don't believe any of it. What percentage of what I said did you actually believe?
About 40%.
40%. Hey, thank you for getting into communication with me.
Sure.
Okay. So I don't blame you. Look, if there was something that could actually save you, okay, when would be a better time? Obviously not right now, or I could sit down with you and your husband and go over it. It would take no more than 5 minutes. We're doing an extremely rare special that we could only do right now. I'm just pulling open my calendar. When would be a good time for you?
Another 6 months.
Done. Happy to call you in 6 months. Let me ask you this. In 6, right? So I could just keep going, guys.
Yeah, Ryan, I was about to say that. They don't give you that much time to sit on the phone to be doing all of that you're doing.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll challenge on that, because who in their last calls has overcome more than one objection? We have I'll challenge you guys. I gave you guys an objection bingo sheet, which was to try and get 9 objections 3 weeks ago. In 3 weeks, no one has had 9 objections given to them. I'm stunned. Ryan just got 4 in 3
Not
minutes.
necessarily those.
So I would love, like, I kind of had high hopes that we were going to burn through that. If I gave that single objection sheet to Ryan, how long would it take him to get 9 objections? Ballpark, if you guys want to guess. Because I heard 6 yesterday.
Yeah.
In 20 minutes. So I don't know. I'd love to see us take that on to, I don't know. Nicole, I mean, you could have hung up on him. But I think you're the same. You're as nice a person as the people we're calling. I think we just need to get a little bit harder. Like, we just need to get, a little bit more thick skin to push. What's it going to cost us? If they hang up, they hang up.
Yeah.
8 of our dials are going to hang up anyway. I only need 2 to talk to me.
Yeah. And one quick thing too is, like, salespeople stop sales. So customers don't make sales, salespeople do. So it's not, oh, these hang-uppers, they just hang up. If it's their fault, can I do anything about it? And even if the person does hang up in the first 2 seconds, that's still my fault that I don't have more in my pipelines, and I just need to, like, move on to the next thing. And then it's like, what can I say and do to keep them on the phone? Because if I don't answer, if I don't really quickly, like, transition and ask a question and handle it, I just go, well, yep. And they could go, all right, well, I gotta go click. So it's all about me. It's all about what I do. It's all my fault if they close or don't close or set an appointment or don't set an appointment, right? So at the end of the day, it's just like, you guys need to keep role playing, do the maths just to go over this, okay? Have a big target. And then we'll do more calls like this. Like, would you guys, who'd be open to doing something once every month or once every 2 months? We do some more role play. Like, maybe we could, like, change up. I could let you guys do the role play. Who would be open to doing a little bit more of that? Raise your hand if you'd want to do a little bit more exercises like that. Okay. Maybe how about this? The person with the most sale, here's your game. the person with the most, how about this? The 2 top people with the most sales for Black Friday. And I'll let you, Scoop, decide if it's like starting now, like the scores moving forward, or if it's total. Gets 2 top people, get a coaching call one-on-one with me, where we could role play, and you could just role play with me, like a 30-minute coaching call. We'll see. We'll
Why
help you
would
on
it
your.
be but why would it be the 2 top persons? They wouldn't need coaching.
Well, I'll tell you what, Michael Jordan, when he got to the top of his career, he said, nah, I don't need to practice anymore. Right?
There's also, I mean, thousands of coaching
But-
videos available and stuff as well. Let's chase top spot, right? Why would we not? If we started today, level ground. Nobody knew
But
about this competition yesterday. Starts today to the end of the month. Everyone's got 9 days.
Boom. Nicole, I have a feeling you're one of the top reps there. I'm just guessing. Okay. Okay. Okay,
Working
good.
on it, working on
Yeah,
it, but
yes.
not yet.
So when you get there, I know you're a hard worker, right? You probably took a lot of risk and sacrifice in your life to get to where you are. And like, I want to acknowledge you for that. Like, it's people like you who are worth investing in, but also people who are lower than they're also worth investing in. But if you look at a sports team, I invest in the quarterback, the top guy or the top girl. Like Serena Williams, when she was at the top of her career, she's someone who's worth investing in. She's the, like LeBron spends, I think, $1 million. How much does he spend on his training here? Does anyone know? Like $1.5 million? Kevin, you know, how much is it? I can't tell if he's looking it up or leaving us in suspense on purpose.
He uses the same nutritionalist and personal trainer, so he's just looking at his T4s to see what he spent last year.
You guys hear me?
Spends-
There you
Yeah.
go. We got you.
Oh, 1.5. Yeah, I was right. Reportedly spends $1.5 million.
Yeah, a year. They said
Per-
even some
per
he's
year.
done up to 3. LeBron, he's done 3 a couple years.
Yeah. So when you guys get great, you guys get to 90K. Okay, good. Now I need to double down and go to 180. And when you have 3 kids, trust me, you're like, wow, that's not even that much. Rainier's like, yep. Okay, go for that Rolex, go for the Tomahawk, go for that life. And I'm telling you guys, I'm here to support you. Okay, so off to the races. Any questions for me, guys? All right, who's down to level up, go hard on the training, just push? Who wants to push for that coaching call? Who's gonna get it? Raise your hand. Who's gonna get it? Who's gonna get it? Hands
Oh,
up,
not
hands
me.
up. Oh yeah.
Come on, Nicole.
Oh yeah.
Man up.
Rainier, I'm picking Rainier and Nicole as my guys and gals. That's my picks. All right, guys. Appreciate you.
Thanks a lot, Ryan.
Okay, see you guys.